So it is Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. Time to work a little bit of that turkey off. It is a balmy 15 degrees out, and as you can tell by the number of cars in the parking lot, even though it's Friday on a day that most people have vacation, there's still a bunch of cars there. That's one of the reasons why I don't do this hike in the spring and summertime, because it's so overly crowded up here. But today we're going to do the Pulpit Rock Pinnacle Loop. I'm going to do it a little differently than what's on maps and stuff like that, because I've been coming up here since I was a kid and I like a certain way to go up. So it's two of the most beautiful views in Pennsylvania, so you'll see it when we get there. But yeah, check it out. So usually what people do is they'll follow the Appalachian Trail that goes down there by the shelter, or they'll go across the bridge and make a left up there and either walk up the road to the Lehigh Valley Astronomical Society where the pulpit is. I go this way, up on the left-hand side of the reservoir, and then off to the side on one side trail up here. And just remember, no swimming or fishing. So that's this is the Hamburg Reservoir. This is basically where Hamburg gets its drinking water from. So they don't let you touch that. So no dogs swimming, no people swimming, no anything. So on the other shore over there is where the one-way comes down from the Pinnacle. And ooh, ice. It is the season. Oh, cool. And then get your crystals going already. And this trail loops around and joins with that trail. There's a break-off trail that I take on the left-hand side here. I like it because it's a little more secluded. It's not so crazy, but I've just kind of made it a habit to go up that way than anything else. You can tell the water down there is a lot warmer than out here, with all those tendrils of steam going across it. So I just had a broad-winged hawk kind of do a touch and go on a tree above me. Before I could get the camera out, he was already gone. But what's cool about them is they migrate. So in October, November, you'll see tons of them fly over this area. Especially, there's a place called Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. It's a cool little bird sanctuary. You do have to pay to get in, but all the money goes to Hawk Mountain. But mid to late October, the broadwings come on their migration. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And they do a thing called kettling. Well, where you'll see this like giant whirlwind of hawks. Hundreds of hawks above you. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So if you get the opportunity, go check them out. Back in the day, broadwings were almost hunted to extinction up there. So that's one of the reasons why that Hawk Mountain Sanctuary was started, to kind of protect them. There's pictures up there of thousands of broadwings dead on the ground, and a couple little happy hunters, because that was a cool thing to do. But not anymore. So yeah, check it out, Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. Found a slightly smashed owl pellet. So it just looks like a mass of fur and tiny bones, and that's pretty much what it is. So basically, owls can't, obviously digest bones or fur. So what they do is they puke it up like a big hairball, and it just kind of lays around. They call them owl pellets. That's one of the things we took apart in Scouts and Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts for, environmental science stuff. It's pretty cool. You can take them apart and see kind of what they eat. But yeah, it's kind of a little on the gross side too. Big pileated woodpecker up there on the tree. Of course he went right behind the tree because I'm filming him, because that's what happens. Oh, there he goes. There he is again, making a lot of noise. Sorry for the shakiness, very zoomed in. We're coming up to the T in the trail here. So if you would go left up here at the T, it'd take you down to like the Eckville shelter, the Appalachian Trail. We're gonna go right, and as long as you stay on the road to the right and just keep walking, you're gonna run right into the Pinnacle. So that's the way we're gonna go. So this is this is what we call the helicopter pad. This is the place that if you're an idiot and you fall off the Pinnacle, they'll pick you up here. So it's just a big grassy field at the top of the mountain. Right down there where that sign is, if you make a right-hand turn and go down the mountain, that'll end up going to ending up at the right-hand trail that goes past the reservoir. I went up the left, and then if you keep going straight, you line up at the Pinnacle. You can kind of see where the mountain kind of comes to a point here, and then you see this big pile of rocks, and that's how you know you're at the Pinnacle. You can see really far off, like that's all the Lehigh Valley. Down below here, it's like Kempton, and then we go over that way. You can kind of see the smoke off in the distance from Hamburg Power Plant. You get like a cool little 180-degree view here. And there's no one here, which is, well, there's one little group, but they're leaving. This is why I like coming up here in the winter. Got the other camera out so we can kind of zoom in here. But right down there is Kempton. Battery's dying, son of a gun. Cold weather in this battery. Probably not a good mix. So I guess the rest of it's on the phone. You can hear the hunters practicing for Monday. So we'll head out. Go along the Loop Trail, the Horsey Trail, and then we'll end up kind of back down that way at Pulpit Rock. One last look. It's nice being up here when there's only one or two other people. So we're gonna go left now at the V, heading backwards, because that's gonna head down the hill and down towards Pulpit. So a group of about 15 people just passed me, so I think I got out of there just in time. Yellow Blaze Trail right here. That way goes down to Blue Rocks Campground in Lenhartsville. So if you ever stay at Blue Rocks, you'll have to come up that nice steep hill to get up to the Pinnacle. So, and then we keep going. So as we're walking up the trail, during the fall, you're going to see another little like jut of a mountain over there. That's kind of where it loops back. It comes down that way, goes around a little horseshoe, and then Pulpit's right over there. So just for reference sake when we get over there. Gotta love the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. Here's the reason why they call it Rocksylvania. Where boots gotta die. Especially trying to make it through this little boulder field here. Not slip and die.
I didn't even get from here.
It's Blue Rocks Campground down there. So Pulpit's a little overcrowded, so we're skipping that a little bit, and then I'm headed down the hill. This is the Lehigh Valley Astronomical Society property up here. There's telescopes and all these things here. The little buildings back there. So they allow trail access, so you can walk up the road on the trail, but it is private property, so don't mess around any of the buildings or anything. We came up here with scouts a couple times. It was pretty neat. Like that trailer, the whole top of that trailer opens up. And there's a telescope inside. So you can keep on going down the Appalachian Trail, which is really super rocky. I've done 7.5 miles so far, and my ankle's burning a little bit, so I'm going to take the easy way out and go down the road access here to the Astronomical Society. So we're going to head down this road here and get back to the van. Well, we're back down at the reservoir parking lot, and as you can see, it got crowded. So yeah, glad I went when I did. So that was my Pinnacle-Pulpit Rock loop. Pulpit was a little overcrowded, so you only got a little glance of that, but come check it out. It's outside of Hamburg, reservoir parking lot. If you like this video, like it, check out my other ones, subscribe, and I'll see you later.